What's going on with y'all? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. So, hear ye. Asia Wilson showed y'all. There's no more talking about this person popular, that man. Nobody care about that. What you gonna do on that court? Asia Wilson showed everybody that she's the face of the league. What Fee said was great. It was beautiful how she put it. But everybody was waiting for Asia Wilson because everyone knows she's the needle mover. Just like my brother Prince is, she is also a needle mover. Everybody was waiting all day like, man, well, I want to know what she's going to say. Is she ever going to speak up? You know, I don't care about the Twitter trolls. Those, they're going to be who they are. But when Asia spoke, everyone listened. And this is what makes you the face of the league, is when you say something, when you let it be known, when you say something, when you put something out there as a statement or whatever, the world stops. The only other person that got that power besides Asia is Angel Reese. That's it. That's why I keep trying to tell people, Angel is going to be the next face of the league. Not Paige Beckers, not all of these people. It's going to be her. Because the league was built by black women. Not these fuddy-duddy, not all the Tarasis and them. No, it was built by the Cheryl Swoops, the Lisa Leslies, the Cynthia Coopers, the Yolanda Griffiths, the Teresa Witherspoons. So when Asia Wilson spoke and said what she said, everyone was just taken aback like, wow. Because it was powerful. Asia Wilson was livid when she heard what happened. She heard everything Fee said in the locker room. She was telling everybody, man, yo, I gotta listen to this. She heard that and came out there and was livid. And she could not believe the BS that was coming from Kathy's mouth. It was shocking because it's like, you say you're a leader. You came to the All-Star game. You went out with everybody. You was on Stud Buzz. You was out here dancing, shucking, and jiving with everybody. But then when it's time to get paid, we got to stick to status quo. We got to stick to status quo. What status quo? What status quo? Kathy. And I've said this before, Kathy, you have been disrespectful to Asia Wilson since you've entered the league. Asia Wilson has always been the face of the league. She's always been the clear-cut person, and yet you don't give her no love. You ain't even show Breanna Stewart a lot of love. Stewie was really the face, if you want to be honest, before Asia took it. It's about off the court what you do and what you bring to the league. And Asia Wilson off the court is just as dynamic as she is on the court. She has a very tight circle. She has a very tight group of people around her. She exhibits nothing but grace and greatness. Everyone wants to be like her. She's the real 22. That 22 has been gifted to her by the great Cheryl Swoops. Cheryl Swoops was that girl, that woman. And I think a lot of times people forget how great Cheryl Swoops was because, you know, Cynthia Cooper was such a dynamic player offensively. But when it came to both sides of the ball, when it came to big shots as well, Cheryl Swoops hit them too. Y'all keep forgetting Cheryl hit some big shots from the wing when it was time. So again, when we look at history and we look at what's going on now, you have a league that continuously do not give any love to the black women. Asia Wilson wanted to beat the Fever because she knows that the Fever is who they want to replace them with. She knows they're trying to replace her with that girl, Caitlin Clark. That's why she took a picture in the Wall Street Journal with Angel Reese, because she says that we support her. We don't go along with the BS they're feeding us. This is who we're going to champion coming up. And that's why I said she's the face of the league. Whenever she gives you a stamp of approval, it's done. Whenever she speaks, it's done. That's what they needed, was when Asia came out and said what she said. People were like, oh man, Asia should have did this. Asia got to do that. You got to get, Asia is the face of the league. Asia can speak and do whatever she please because she's earned it. She's earned it. And she told everybody that, look, I'm here to win. I'm here for the championships. I'm here to put the team on my back and win. How she walks is the face of the league. How she talks is the face of the league. She ain't out here talking about no comment. That's how I know you guys and gals don't know who the face of the league is. See, they're trying to market Cece like she's Michael Jordan, and she ain't no goddamn Michael Jordan. She ain't proved nothing. Michael proved who he was when he stepped foot on the court. She hasn't. Asia Wilson has been so disrespected, it's crazy. And then Aaliyah Boston, of course, y'all didn't see them go hug her. Asia was so upset with Aaliyah Boston letting that clout get to her head. You let them talk you into believing that you were better than me. That's how Asia felt. Asia was tired. Like, first of all, they're letting you get away with hacking Aaliyah. That's why your big ass fouled out last game, because they actually refed you how you're supposed to be refed. And you didn't know how to fight through it because you're mentally weak. And that's why I be trying to tell these Gamecock fans, Asia's the only great player as far as superstar to come out of that school. I don't want to hear about no Alicia Gray and all of them mentally weak coming up short. No, I'm talking about Asia. She put the league, she built that program, she built the league up, she did all of that. She did that. And y'all had the nerve and gall to try to get her out the way before the season. Like, it was insane. Dominique Malunga and Caitlin Clark, you would build a team over Asia Wilson? This is what I'm saying, and the media does this on purpose. The media sets up these players. They set up a lot of these fans to fall for the okie doke, and when the okie doke doesn't go the way they want it to, oh man, you know, they hating on her. They hating on her. When her team has gotten the most calls in the playoffs, and none of them have proved anything. Aaliyah Boston's an all-star, so she's still a role player. Kelsey Mitchell is probably, in my opinion, the only one on that team that has superstar who could be a superstar. Everybody else to me is role player or all-star. That's it. And all-stars, role players are all-stars. So again, we have to look in the mirror and accept reality that she is the face of the league. When she spoke, everybody shut up. And that's the stuff that I'm talking about. That's the stuff I'm talking about. With the disrespect, with the continuously slandering her name. She had to turn the Twitter and all that off because of the disrespect these fans and the stuff they're sending to her. Because she's successful. But a lot of times, that's just what it is. People just love to hate on greatness. Some people were given greatness before they even did anything. And that's why I said being great and all of that is used too loosely. Generational too loosely. You know? And I think a lot of times people get caught up with numbers. And they do. They get caught up with the statistics instead of actually analyzing and understanding the science of the game. People continuously show how much they hate a person. Just keep looking and listening. But Asia Wilson showed you how to conduct yourself. She showed you how to walk like it, talk like it, and she did it. She couldn't believe the crap that's coming from the offices. She couldn't believe she was being reffed the way she was being reffed. Asia was pissed off. Asia was like, wow, this is crazy. Like, we can't do nothing. We can't even touch him. If we do, it's a foul. Asia Wilson peeped the play, and she figured it out. When Nafisa said what she said, Asia was like, oh yeah, I'm down. Because Asia knows. See, people get mad at Asia Wilson because of that albino bastard, his bitch ass, who sits down when he take a leak. So everybody's trying to get upset, but no, that's not Asia, that's him. Y'all do the same thing with certain Angel Reese fans, certain Caitlyn fans. Look, that is their fans. That is not the player. So don't be disrespectful to the player. Y'all got to give people a chance to say something. That's why I said on Key Show, shout out to Key on WBB Universe. That's why I said, she don't have to give a big statement. All she got to do is just, show support. Because it comes up, look, all that's cool with NECA and all of that stuff. When Angel and Paige said what they said, tweeting what they did, it got news. But the stamp of approval only came when the GOAT walked in the building and addressed the bullshit of Kathy in this league. And when she did it, it was done. That was the seal of a kiss. That sealed Kathy and the W's fate. The players have the power. Because Asia Wilson walked in there and then she was stunning with her chains. Gave a big flex to show Kathy and them, y'all, we ain't this old WNBA players. We're the new. And you're either going to do it by what we want or we'll just say peace. We'll strike. And trust me, they will find a way to pay players who may need that check. See, that's the thing about the women that I wish the men would do more, is be more unified. The women are unified. Yeah, you got your apples where they'll sneak this or they'll diss and say that, but when it's time to come together, those black women come together on any issue. Diana Taurasi even said it. They come together. So again, you have to pay attention and read the room. You have to read the headlines of what's going on. Nafisa did a hell of a job. But until we got Asia to stamp it, we were still going to be in limbo. That's why I said this was a very strategic move. It was a great move by Asia. She answered beforehand, Before the game and after the game, she sealed it with a kiss. And Kathy Engelberger is pissed off right now because everything is going back at them. I told y'all, Adam Silver and the Board of Governors do not want to have their names brought out into the open. They don't like that. But see, you got people like myself, Showtime, Prince, who know about the NBA and know about what they do behind closed doors. We know what they're trying to set up. So, I forgot to tell y'all, make sure y'all like it. Make sure y'all like this and subscribe. Like, if you want to donate, you could donate after the video and give a super thanks. Or you could donate during the video, which is a super chat, or you could Cash App. But make sure you share this on all your platforms because everyone needs to hear this. Everyone needs to hear this. This is why Asia's the face of the league. Asia moves with grace. She has respect. She's the greatest woman in the world and ever, period. So again, you have to know when to hold them, when to fold them. You have to know when to say something and when not to say something. And Asia Wilson did what she had to do. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to select all, y'all. And you can give a super thanks after the video's done if you didn't make the video. But while the video's on, you can super chat or you can Cash App. But make sure you hit the like button if you're not going to do any of that, and share it to all your platforms. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Facebook, all of it. So again, that's how it is. That's what it is. Asia Wilson on top, and she can't be stopped.